Hey everybody, welcome to Average Guy Opinions. I'm your average guy, John Corelli. This is part 2 of 2 about my best friend in the world, Troy Hunt, and some of the stuff, experiences we've done together. I spoke last time of how we met, and more recently that his daughter's going to Cal Berkeley, and that we're going to Estes Park to figure out if we're gay or not. It's so fucking dumb. But we do, it's funny, it's like a couple old men. I really could see us living like together or really close to each other and just getting on the porch and just bitching about life. That's what we do. We literally play Scrabble, like a couple of fucking old men. We have a few beers. We're usually in bed by 10 or 11. We might go out and have a burger and then a little strip in Estes Park, and we might go for a hike. But it really is, it feels pretty gay. It's like, this is what best friends do. We're not gonna act like frat boys and push each other into puddles and shit. Okay, all right, that's our relationship now. Cool. Yeah, he's been my friend for almost 40 years. That's crazy to me. We met in '82. Like I said, sophomore year at Jefferson High. Another thing about the Jefferson High meeting. That year, some dipshits at our school decided they were going to try to blow it up. They made a bomb, and they put it in the kiln, or they were I don't know if they put it in the kiln or that they were going to. It was like there was a bomb in a shoebox. I don't know. They were Jefferson guys. They probably didn't know what the hell they were doing. I think it was wired wrong, but they tried. The police were like, no, these guys tried to make a bomb that would kill people, and I think they put it near or in the kiln. That was the plan, to put it there, and that kiln backed up to right where that wall I mentioned in part 1, where the windows were, right where Troy and I sat. And the teacher, she knew that we talked shit all the time. She could see us fucking off back there, but still scoring A's and B's, and it annoyed her. Miss Allen, who was a great teacher, nothing against her, but you know, when you're 15 and think you know everything, you don't listen to anything. But she was like, yeah, you know, you guys probably would have been dead if that bomb would have went off. And it was like, it was a little, just a little twist of the sword there from Miss Allen, going, hey, you guys are assholes and I know it, and I'd almost like you dead sometimes. I know she didn't, but it was pretty funny, like, you guys have been dead. It was a cute little moment in high school. Teachers could say shit like that and nobody got sued. It was a fun time. It was a lighter time. It was an AIDS time. It was a very nuclear holocaust time. It was a lot of fun. But we did have a lot of fun. Best music ever made in that decade, crazy fashion. People, I think we had a lot of fun. Troy and I had a lot of fun. I used to go up, let's get past the high school years, which I mentioned in the last part. And the college years were a lot of fun. He went to UNC. I took a couple years to figure shit out, and I did quickly, luckily. I worked in retail for about 2 years, and I didn't hate it until I realized that there were 24-year-olds out there who were already unhappy with their lives and would take it out on the nearest 19 or 20-year-old, which was me. So luckily I got quit/fired from the retail place and ended up getting into college like my friends did. And thank God for that. Thank God for all the things that pushed me towards college. Thank you, my stepfather. Thank you, my mother, even my father to an extent. Thank you, my friends, and thank you for that asshole that I can't even remember his name, that ponytailed wearing asshole that basically got me fired from the retail store. So thank you. Having said that, I would go visit him and my other best friend Chris Miles, who now lives in Italy. But it took about an hour to get up there from Denver to UNC up in Greeley, and man, did we party a lot. It was so much fun. And for those of you that are young, like anyone under my age is watching this, but back then in the 80s, you could drink what they called 3.2, and there's 3.2 still around. 3.2% alcohol. You're 18, you could buy it. And honestly, I think that's fair. I think you should be able to buy any alcohol when you're 18. I'm trying not to get too political, but if you can vote and you can die for your country, you should certainly be able to drink. So there's that. But back when I was that age, you couldn't drink hard alcohol, but you could get 3.2 beer, and that was fine. And so I would usually get my modus operandi was get 2 Miller High Life 32 ounces in the brown bags, put them in my car, go up there, and at 19, that was enough for me. And then of course you get up there and there's all kinds of illegal alcohol going on up there. There's probably a lot of alcohol-based memories of my times at UNC with Troy. Troy had to peel a guy off me one time because this is the last time I was in a fight, by the way, in 1987. my friend Kathy, one of my other best friends in the world, who we met up there. Troy dated her, then Chris dated her, so that's how she became a friend of mine. She was up there, and her sister was up there. Her little sister was only 16, very hot and very overdeveloped, shall we say, which made her look like a legit 18-year-old. And she was up there just getting hammered on vodka. And so, you know, like me and Troy and Chris were all kind of looking out for her to play big brother, you know, not let her get dragged into a dorm by some fucking date rapist. So, and she's drunk, and she gets into an argument with the guy. We're all at the table. I'm right here. This guy's here. She's here. They're arguing about Bon Jovi versus the Beastie Boys. Does it get any more 1987 than that? And this guy's like, well, you just like Bon Jovi because he's good looking. You didn't know nothing about his music. She's like, no, I really like the music. And well, the Beastie Boys rule, man, and they're hardcore, and they used to be punkers. She's like, they're fine. And he stands up. I was like, I'm looking at him like, are you going to beat her up? What is going on? Because, yeah, there's one thing I know about 19-year-olds. They do not know how to get drunk yet. They know how to get drunk, but they don't know what to do once they're drunk. It can go totally off the rails. Some guys get mellow. Some guys get really pissed off. You still don't know a lot of what you're doing when you're getting that drunk. So I just go, hey man, chill out. She's got her point of view, you got yours. Chill out. And he's like, I'll kick your ass. And I was like, dude, I was invited to this party. And I look the other way, and he just plows me. I mean, he was bigger than me. There was no way I was going to win this fight. So he blindsides me. We go flying into a table with a lamp on, a table lamp, like a table lamp combination. Just destroy it. And he starts pounding me in the back of the head. I cover up. He puts me in a headlock. He's choking me out. And luckily, finally, a bunch of the people at the party peeled him off me. Oh, by the way, I just tried shrooms for the first time right before that. Cool Ranch Doritos, shrooms, boom. 10 minutes later, I'm in a fight. So the only one and only time I've ever tried shrooms, I got my ass kicked before they could take effect. Maybe that's why I don't do drugs. Maybe because I'm afraid I'm going to get my ass kicked. But yeah, so that was interesting. Troy, I remember Troy was there, and I remember putting his arm around the guy and walking him down the hall like, yeah, my friend's an asshole. Like, I could totally see him saying, yeah, he's got a big mouth. Maybe he needed that ass kicking. Probably just trying to mellow him out rather than really feeling that way about me, I hope. Yeah, a lot of fun at UNC. A few years later, so that was like the mid-late 80s when my friends were going there, and I would go up and visit them. And they would sometimes come down and visit me when I was working weekends at the movie theater, as I was doing Metro State during the week. Tivoli 12 on the weekends. They would come. A couple times I let them take my car, which I don't know what I was thinking there. That was a really bad idea, but luckily nothing bad ever happened that I remember. Maybe a small dent, I don't know. But so, Troy was always part of those shenanigans. And then we got to go to Europe in 1993, me and him and a couple other friends, and that was really, really great. Trying to think of some of the... I needed him to slap me around a little bit, not for real, but like there were a couple times where I can be almost like, sometimes I will be how do I want to put it, conciliatory to a fault. Like you know, we've both been traveling all night. We had to go from Denver to Washington to Heathrow Airport, and Heathrow Airport's monstrous, and you got to find your way out, and you got to figure out the underground tube subway system of London, and he's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. And you hear that enough, it does annoy you. And he finally said, dude, you got to make some decisions. I'm not going to make all the decisions here and then get blamed if they don't go well. I was like, yeah, you're right. That's cool. So that was good. Sometimes he's like that for me, and that's helpful, where he's just like, come on, man up and be a part of the decision-making process. So we did. We had an amazing time. Got high as shit when we got to Amsterdam. It's back before pot was like it is now. This is 1993 weed, which to us was once in a while just smoking some weed with your friends, laughing and eating pizza. And no, we shared one like cigarette because it was rolled like a cigarette. They're pros in Amsterdam. When you go to a coffee shop or a cafe, they call it, if it's got plants in the window, you smoke weed in there. That was basically the rule. At least it was back then. And we were high as shit. And unfortunately, I wanted to bring the pot with us the rest of our trip, but he's like, no, man, we're going to Germany. I was like, it's not 1940s Germany. He's like, you want to carry it in your backpack? I was like, no. And he's like, then we threw it away. It's amazing Sensibilia. We had an amazing trip. Maybe I'll talk more about that next time. I've talked about Europe before on this trip, or on this channel, so I don't know. But I will get back more to Troy. We'll maybe do a couple more parts. Thank you for watching and listening. Part 2 of whatever. Talk to you soon. Bye.